Alex Castillo. Songbird sings no more.
Any black and white or Pacific Blue units, reports of a possible intruder at 5322 Canal. Suspect leaving the scene in a dark 1982 Firebird.
This is 1 PB6, I'm right there.
I didn't know you were back in town.
Just barely. My flight landed about an hour ago.
Come on in.
You look great.
Tim,
I'm
why
sorry
haven't
I
you
haven't-
called?
Please.
Tim, you haven't called in 3 weeks. When you first got back to D.C., you were calling me twice a day.
Corey, I thought about you each and every one of those days, but I had things I needed to work out myself before I could bring them to you. As soon as I could, I came up with some pathetic busy work to do at the LA office. Because nothing else mattered but getting back to you, where I have never felt so good in my whole life.
Right hand only. Nice. Relax. 1, 2. 1, 2 under only. 1, 2 under, right hand behind that. Don't think so much about power.
Yeah.
1, 2 under. Drop the right hand. Straight.
Right.
1, 2 under, drop the right hand. Just take a break. You should save some of that fire.
Tell me something, huh? How does a guy like Sam Man get out?
The state says that he served his time.
For what? Huh? Vehicular manslaughter? He ran over an innocent girl after he killed a police informant.
You didn't fail, TC. The system did.
We are the system, Victor.
What's up, Lieutenant?
I hope you're staying in good shape, Officer Del Toro. This weekend, you, me, and TC are taking on none other than Kent Steffes and Dame Blanton.
As in the Olympic gold medal winner, Kent Steffes? And that guy who beat him first and what, that major upset in the Miller Lite Open?
The AVP just called. I want to get a couple practices in. We beat the lifeguards to get this far. We're not going down without a fight.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you saw TC this morning? How'd he seem?
He's, upset, of course.
Of course, but he didn't say he was going to do something, did he?
What can he do? Except let it go.
As his friend hoped that's what you told him.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep it. By this weekend, I want that to feel like an extension of your own hand.
Well, if it isn't the good St. Calloway. How you doing, Tiger?
Why'd you come back, Ray?
Oh, now, is that any way to greet an old friend?
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Neither of you.
Much as I'm enjoying this snappy repartee, I'm just here to warn you.
Oh, no, absolutely unnecessary. I am a fully rehabbed product of the penal system. I'm gonna sit right here and do spot welds for $7 an hour.
Better make sure of that.
Oh, I will. I just have a few loose ends to tie up.
You so much as jaywalking, I'll be all over you.
Counting on it. Sorry, my ride's here. I gotta go. Don't let me down.
This is 1PB7. I need a DMV check.
I'm afraid that's unacceptable. We agreed on a price weeks ago. What is it?
Eddie Montez is here.
You sure know how to live, Regis.
Well, I offered to teach you, Eddie.
Well, that's my problem. I never learned how to listen. So now what's this all about?
Ray Bonney. He's out and he's called a meeting. He knows we set him up on Alex Castillo.
Hey, you're the one who dropped the dime on him to save 100 G's.
We were partners, Eddie.
You're better off, Regis. Eddie was never a team player.
How'd you get on board, Ray?
I'm a Sandman, remember? I came aboard while he was sleeping.
What do you want?
$100,000. That's what you owe me for Alex Castillo, plus the cost of your betrayal.
A number, please.
$1,000 for every day I spent in prison. 1,285 days, which brings us to a grand total of $1,285,000. Then I call it even.
You'd be lucky to get off the boat.
Even you're not stupid enough to kill me with a cop watching. Sergeant T.C. Calloway, to protect and to serve. So we understand each other? Till I get my money, you guys are gonna start dying, one by one. You won't know when or how, or in what order. One minute you're gonna be walking around, the next minute you're gonna be bleeding out. The last thing you'll see will be my face. Thanks for showing up. Cut a little close, though, didn't you?
Took a couple minutes to trace the limo ride. The boat belongs to Carl Regis. The other two clowns, I assume, they're Nick DeVille and Eddie Montez. I guess this was your welcome home party.
See any balloons?
Not exactly what I'd call friends. I wonder how the parole board might look upon this happy reunion.
Maybe if you guys had anything on them, which you don't. Besides, you're not in this to see me go back for 18 months.
I'll take what I can get.
No, not you. Despite your unerring sense of good and evil, you just can't control your curiosity about how this is going to turn out.
What's up, Lieutenant?
I believe you two know each other.
Agent Robert Enright.
It's Inspector now.
Oh, I'm glad to see the DEA rewards its agents for getting one of their own operatives killed.
Lan Edwards was a fine agent who died in the line of duty.
Only because you wouldn't take her out when she asked you to.
It's enough, TC. Inspector Enright is here on official business. I expect you to leave your bad blood at the door.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant.
Good.
You observed this afternoon maintaining a surveillance on a boat owned by one Carl Regis.
That's right. Ray Bonney's out of jail. I think he's looking to settle an old score.
Sandman doesn't interest me, but Regis, Montez, and DeVille are the subjects of a federal narcotics investigation, which makes them my problem and keeps you out of the loop.
So you're not concerned that Ray Bonney may be planning to knock off your three stooges?
In a perfect world, I'd let him.
talk to me.
Meet you at the graffiti pit, 8 p.m.
All right. I'll be there.
I just feel like I could keep looking at you for a really, really long time.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing.
There's something we need to talk about.
There's another woman.
An ex-girlfriend, Stephanie. Been dating for over 2 years.
When you and I...
No, we'd broken up by then.
So I was a rebound.
No, you were a revelation.
Okay, so why are you telling me this?
Because she came back.
Let me guess. About a month ago.
She wanted to reopen negotiations.
And you obliged her.
Corey, we had a past together. I felt like I owed her.
That's real noble of you.
Trying to be honest here.
It's a little late for that, don't you think? About 24 hours late?
Just hear me out, okay? Please. She wants to get married.
What do I have to do with that?
That's what I came to find out. Corey, please stay.
Then you go. I can't stand to look at you right now. Don't. Don't.
I didn't want it to go like this. I'm sorry.
Hey there, tough guy.
How'd I know it'd be you?
Regis don't like to get his hands dirty. Nicky DeVille does his killing with a briefcase that leaves you and me.
Yeah, see, that's where you're wrong, Eddie.
Freeze, police! Hands behind your back.
Put it down, cowboy!
Don't be stupid, Eddie!
One down. 2 to go.
Let me see if I understand this. You called Sergeant Calloway after Eddie Montez called you. Why would you do that?
I don't have to say a thing. Saint here killed the man.
He's got a point.
Well, I can't say that it's been fun, but if there's nothing else,
Go on, get out of here.
stay tuned for round 2.
Hey, all right. He just walks, right? That's it.
Even though it was a good shoot, you're on paid leave till inquiry's over.
Saves me a lot of trouble.
Hey. I just wanted to say
That you're on my side and that if there's anything you can do for me, just say the word.
well, yes, and since you have the time,
That I should be working on my jump serve.
I just figured it might keep your mind off.
The fact that Sandman played me like a Steinway, if he thinks this is over, he's got another thing coming.
Well, after last night, I'd say he's pretty sure. He's counting on it.
Probably. He's got to be stopped.
Come on, man, you're already on leave.
Just give me more time to focus.
Yeah, or obsess. Enright's just looking for a reason to retire your badge. Now, is it worth it? Is it really worth it?
If it was you, how would you answer that question?
I guess my choice is clear. I can either help you or stay out of your way.
Gentlemen. You called this meeting, Sergeant Calloway. State your business.
We know you hired Ray Bonney for the hit on Alex Castillo. Then you dined him out to stiff him on the $100 grand.
Your point being?
That the Sandman's gonna kill you both, unless we stop him.
Which we could do. In exchange for a statement implicating Ray Bonney for the murder of Alex Castillo.
With IQs like that, no wonder you're on pedal patrol.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
What's $1.5 million, Carl? Why don't we just pay him off?
This is an era when image is everything, Nicky. Now, what kind of image do you think Carl Regis will have before it gets out that some dirtbag trigger man got the best of him?
But they're right. He will kill us.
Start losing your nerve, counselor. You'll lose a whole lot more.
Corey McNamara? I'm Stephanie Simmons. I'm Tim's...
I know who you are.
Is there someplace else we can talk?
Actually, I'm a little busy right now, and I don't think there's anything that we need to discuss.
The hell there isn't.
Ladies, maybe you should take this outside. What do you want from me?
I was in love with Tim after the first 2 weeks I knew him, and it took him 3 years to notice. I'm not about to let him go over some infatuation with someone he hardly knows.
Too bad. That's not your choice to make.
Look, I have had flings before, where that honeymoon phase is so powerful, it fools you into thinking it's something more than it is. So I can understand what Tim thinks is going on here.
You don't know me, and you don't know me with him.
But I do know that when I left Tim, he was devastated.
You left him?
He asked me to marry him. And I wasn't ready. For whatever reason, I wasn't.
And that's when you two broke up.
And you know how he dealt with it? By sinking himself into his work and then by meeting you.
You hurt him.
And if it takes the next 50 years, I'm going to make it up to him. Do yourself a favor, Officer McNamara, and recognize his confusion for what it is, even if he can't. Spare yourself a broken heart.
You okay? No. Not even close.
Who is it?
It's Nick DeVille. You mind if I come inside? You don't need that. I've already risked my life by coming here, but I figure my life's pretty much over anyway.
I offered you a way out.
I made the 911 call the night Alex Castillo went down on orders from Carl Regis and Eddie Montez, but I had nothing to do with the hit. I'm a lawyer, not a killer.
That's an arguable conclusion.
Look, you made the offer, Sergeant. If you want the Sandman, I can help you. If not, I'm out of here.
Offer's still good.
Then here's how we'll play it. I'll arrange a payoff. When it goes down, your people can come in, make the bust. You'll have your evidence.
And your testimony against Carl Regis.
No. No way. Forget that.
There's a door.
Sergeant, if I turn state's evidence against Carl Regis, I'll be dead before witness protection can buy me a bus ticket.
You said it yourself. You're already dead.
Okay.
Corey?
Tim? How long have you been here?
Not long enough for me to figure out what to say.
Then why are you here?
I guess because I want to know how you're feeling.
I'm feeling betrayed, Tim. I'm feeling stupid. I'm feeling lied to. I feel sick to my stomach.
Corey, I know my timing on all this wasn't right. I should have told you about Stephanie as soon as I got here.
No, you should have called me as soon as you two resumed your peace talks.
I was confused, okay? Talking to you would have made it worse. The bottom line is, no matter how I tried to analyze the situation, I knew I had to come see you.
Well, unfortunately, you're not the only one. Stephanie came by the firehouse today to stake her claim.
I'm sorry.
I don't want you to be sorry, Tim. I want you to be happy. And I want you to go.
Corey.
For good.
Have you lost it completely, Sergeant Calloway?
Let's keep it professional, Inspector.
What were you thinking, if at all?
I was thinking of nailing a couple of killers, and it worked.
Is that a fact?
Damn straight it is. Nick DeVille is ready to hand us Ray Bonney and Carl Regis. Everybody wins, so what's the problem?
Problem is, Sergeant, that you have interfered with a federal investigation for the last time. As of now, I am officially filing under Title 28 to place this case and all its principals under federal jurisdiction.
This whole thing's personal. It's got nothing to do with the problem.
He's the problem, Lieutenant. Any more interference from Sergeant Calloway, and he would be subject to federal prosecution along with this entire department.
Palermo. Right, we're on our way. Nick DeVille's no longer a problem.
Corey.
Corey! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
You didn't. The vacuum cleaner did at 5 a.m.
Well, at least the place is clean now.
It wasn't dirty.
Leave me alone, Chris.
Deal. If you do one thing for me. Describe your ideal man.
Good looking, smart, has to make me laugh. Isn't freaked out that I'm a cop or threatened by it. Romantic, sweet, but strong.
Have you ever met a guy like that?
Yeah. Tim Stone.
So why the hell aren't you fighting for him?
Because I shouldn't have to.
Oh, sure, but you want a guy to fight for you. He left that woman and flew across the country to find out how you felt. Corey, you can't let him come 3,000 miles and not go 5 feet.
Tim has this decision to make. And he wants me to make it easy for him. So am I really gonna tell him to give up some woman that he's known for years when I don't even know if we're gonna make it another month?
If you want him, then you fight for him. If you don't, then at least square with yourself so you won't have any regrets. Because he's gonna go back and marry that girl. And you know why?
Why?
Because she's fighting for him.
I'm guessing bad news.
Well, you're officially suspended.
I expected that.
Oh, it gets worse. Enright filed federal obstruction charges against you.
Son
At least you let it come from one of us. You're here to arrest me.
Tim.
Hi.
I'm not gonna pretend to be mature enough or cool enough or even evolved enough to deal with what happened with you and Stephanie those weeks I didn't hear from you. And in the last couple of days, you hurt me more than anyone ever has.
Corey, the last thing I wanted to do was...
Let me finish. What I figured out was that it hurts so much because I care so much. I didn't know how much until I realized that I was less upset about you and Stephanie than I was about never being with you again. And I don't want that.
And tell me, what do you want?
I want you. The time that we spent together makes me believe that I can be really happy with you. I'd better go.
She was in the ladies' room. We were talking.
It's okay. I've already said what I needed to say.
Did you know they were gonna invite me over for trial?
I had a feeling. Enright's reach is pretty long.
It's like some kind of sick joke. Now I'm the bad guy. Help me understand this, Tony. I keep running it over and over in my mind, and I still feel like what I did was right. Maybe not on paper, but I know.
Look, we got a murder warrant on Ray Bonney. That gives us local jurisdiction in a homicide case.
So?
So, maybe we get a pelt for Enright to hang on his wall and puts this whole thing in a new light. In the meantime, I suggest you stay out of sight. Victor and I are heading down to Hermosa. You want to check it out?
No, thanks. I'm not exactly up for it right now.
Take a miracle for us to win against any of these guys.
Win? It's gonna take more than that just to keep us from getting shut out.
You're the cops that are gonna play those guys in volleyball?
Yeah. Maybe we can play them in basketball. You can stick around, huh?
I think you'd be a lot better off just by arresting him right now.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Thanks a lot. We're dead.
It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not.
Hey, come on.
Lieutenant! Dane Blanton.
Tony Palermo, this is Officer Victor Del Toro.
Hey, nice to meet you. My AVP rep says you're our competition tomorrow.
I wouldn't call us much competition, but...
Come on, I heard how you annihilated the lifeguards in amateur finals.
Really? You heard that? Annihilated?
You kidding? No one's gonna ever let those guys live down in defeat by some cops and some bike short. Sorry, guys, no offense.
None taken. Listen, we gotta get back.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. You know what? You know what? Why don't you save it for the match, okay? Just save it. He was
Just save it.
We both know you're not going to use that. I'm not sleeping.
Think I did it that way because it was easier? Those people never knew they died. He just kept on dreaming.
That what you tell yourself so you can sleep?
Sleeping is the best part of the day. The rest of the time, you gotta deal with all the garbage out there.
Is that why you became the Sandman? Now you're gonna tell me all about your crappy childhood and how it ended up with you ruining my career?
Correction. I'm gonna save your career.
Like you saved Nick DeVille?
Oh, come on. Saint, you know I didn't kill Nick DeVille. We just tried to make it look like it was my work, but where's the gun? You know I always leave a gun.
Speaking of guns, you either get that thing out of my face or shoot me and put me out of this misery.
Your misery comes down to Regis. He's the one you need to save your butt. He's the one I'm gonna give you.
What's in it for you?
Satisfaction. Doing pretty good so far. 2 down, 1 to go. Haven't even fired a shot yet.
I'm listening.
Only good time. My terms, my timetable. Face it, TC, we're gonna have to trust each other. I'll see you soon, Saint.
TC! My guy, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. No, wait! Let him go, Victor! What? I said let him go! You nuts!
What is wrong with you? Victor, I'm sorry, man, please. You got to trust me on this one.
I hope you know what you're doing.
So do I.
So what happened next? TC spilled it all, of course. How'd the lieutenant take it?
Pretty bad. He was really, really nice, understanding, and sympathetic.
Ugh, I hate it when he's like that.
He finally agreed to let TC reach out to Enright first, see if he'll buy into his plan.
Well, I hope this clears TC.
No kidding. Otherwise, you and I are going to be fighting over a spot in the Pro-Am.
Well, you can have it. I've had enough of my own battles the last few days.
Somehow, I don't think you should put away your armor just yet.
You must be really great in bed, Officer McNamara.
Excuse me?
You know, I expected you to be glowing, but you're not. Is it because you never really cared? This is all just some challenge for you? If you ruined my life just to pump your own ego, then I guess Tim deserves whatever he gets for being too blind to see through it.
Okay, now I have no idea what you're talking about.
Tim said he wants to pursue whatever this thing is he thinks he has with you. He and I had things to resolve. Why couldn't you just respect that?
If I'd had any idea when I met Tim that he was in the middle of something, I would not have gotten involved with him.
Please.
Look, you're the one who flew into LA guns a-blazing. You're the one that wanted this fight. Now you want to blame me because you lost? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
I'm okay.
I'm not talking about your arm. You did what you had to. she was gonna hit me. I'm not talking about her arm.
Technically, we should only make contact in the presence of your attorney.
That's why I wanted to meet here, in a neutral place. Just two guys from the same side of the fence who want the same thing.
And that would be?
Carl Regis.
What do you got?
For the pleasure of seeing him go down in flames, Ray Bonney is willing to give up Regis.
Now, there's a motive I can appreciate. Give me your information, I'll see what I can do.
Now, first you drop the charges against me and have me reinstated. Then I'll let you in on the bust.
You're in no position to negotiate here. Don't you know that I can compel you to talk?
Sure you can. But by the time you do, my guys will have the bust and you'll be out in the cold.
Better pray nothing goes wrong.
Right here. I had an idea. I wanted to tell you after I talked to my superior. I'm arranging a transfer to the LA office. We can practice doing this and a lot of other things.
Don't you think it's a little soon?
You don't want me to.
It's not that. I just think that maybe we need to be more sure of your feelings before you make such a major change in your life. I just think that maybe we should take things slowly, see where it leads us. And after all, you did just end things with Stephanie.
That's right, so I could be with you.
Tim, if that's the only reason why you ended it with her, then maybe you shouldn't have.
Corey, you're the one who came to me and said...
That I want to be with you, not be the alternative.
I really don't understand.
Tim, I really, really want this. But I want to experience it in all its phases, from flirting to infatuation to love. Naturally, without pressure.
I don't want to rush you, Corey.
Then don't. Tim, go back to D.C. I believe that you really want to be with me, but I think you need to figure out why. And if it isn't because you needed an excuse not to marry Stephanie, then I'll be here. Rooftops and perimeters are just about secured.
So, I see you finally came to your senses, huh?
Can I say, you made your point.
Put it down. Now back off.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
Nicky DeVille trusted you, didn't he?
Nicky tried to set me up. Don't respond well to that.
Yeah, no, I know how that goes.
So that's it, we're even.
Not quite.
Freeze, police!
Son of a...
Don't be a bad loser, Regis, really.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give it that right, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Newspaper.
I'm hurt by your underestimation of me.
Up there in the window. Come on, people, I thought we swept this area. Go, go! This is 1 PB5 requesting paramedics to the Marina Cove. Gunshot victim, male, chest wound. Stand by for vitals.
Roger, 1 PB5.
What do you have?
Just the gun. We lost him.
I saw the shooter. I know him. He works for Carl Regis.
Hold on, all right? Help's on the way.
Forgot about that. Here, take this. It's my lawyer's number. Made a complete statement. All signed and notarized and by the book, just the way you guys like it. Tells the whole story. Regis hired me to kill Alex Castillo. And now you fry that bastard for me. Will you do that?
You know I will.
I see in your dreams, Saint.
versus Santa Monica's finest, the Pacific Blue team of Anthony Palermo, T.C. Calloway, and Victor Del Toro, winners of the amateur bout.